everybody. We are back again with our February unboxing, and I'm here with Sam, our Deputy Fiscal Officer.
Yes.
I remembered. And she's going to tell us a little bit about this month's book, which the theme was Sci-Fi Love. Well, first, what was the book about?
The book, it was called The Love That Split the World by Emily Henry, and it was about a main character named Natalie. She is half Native American and she was adopted. This grandmother character has come and she's sort of a ghost. She's not sure if she's who she is or what she is, and she tells her these stories. Most of them are Native American stories. We meet Natalie at the end of her senior year of high school, and grandmother tells her that she has 3 months to save him, but she doesn't say who is him, but 3 months to save him. After she has this vision from grandmother, that's basically what they're, kind of like visions, ghosts, she notices these weird things happening around her town. So where once was a daycare is now a garden center, or she does an overnight in her high school, part of like their senior year thing, and she falls asleep with everybody else and wakes up and she's the only person in the school.
It's terrifying.
Yes, that would be kind of scary. I don't think I'd like sleeping in my school anyway. When these things happen, when these kind of like weird things happen, she meets this boy named Beau, and comes to find out that Beau knows all the people she knows, but different versions of them. So I don't want to give anything away, but that's what the story is about. I really enjoyed it, actually. So
Nice.
It's kind of like a growing up story. She's trying to figure out who she is. She's going off to college in the fall. Some of her friends have already left for college. She is adopted, so she's kind of looking at her personal history. So it's kind of her trying to figure out who she is and where her place in the world is. This book takes place the summer in between high school and college, so all of that growth on top of this complex 3 months to save him type.
No pressure.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's fine. So Sci-Fi Love, if you're looking for some sci-fi love, an excellent book, and I've heard good things from other people as well about this one. We have this month a stellar science fiction list that I've even printed out this time, that has a selection of other stellar sci-fi books, some with love themes, some without. You may remember from our previous video that the Lunar Chronicles is ending. So if you really like the Lunar Chronicles, that like sci-fi retold fairy tale, Stitching Snow by R.C. Lewis might be a good alternative for you. Stitching Snow is a sci-fi themed retelling of Snow White, and it takes place in this, so there are different planets involved. There's this king, the Princess Snow is missing. The king is very like controlling and this evil figure in this version. And then you have this character Essie who lives on this like sub-zero planet, very cold all the time, the land is barren, all that good stuff. So what she does with herself is she does coding and repairs for these drones. And then one day, this guy crash lands on her planet, and she ends up meeting him and reluctantly agrees to fix his ship. But then she finds out later that it might not exactly be an accident that he's there in the first place. So she ends up getting embroiled in this planetary war and like all this other stuff that's happening. So another action adventure-y read-alike to the Lunar Chronicles. If you're looking for something that's a little more tongue-in-cheek, like maybe not so serious of a read, this is another good sci-fi one, Noggin by John Corey Whaley. This is about a guy who finds out he has this deadly illness. He only has a little bit to live. So with this new science, they chop off his head, cryogenically freeze it, and end up bringing him back 5 years later, sewing his head onto another person's body. But then he now has to exist in a world where 5 years have passed without him. Everything has gone forward without him, and so he is kind of trying to figure out where he fits in. But John Corey Whaley has this writing style that's just, it's hilarious. This is a good read if you want a good laugh. So a funny sci-fi book for you. I think that's all we have to talk about this month. Be sure to comment on our original video if you would like a chance to win the contents of this month's box and the love that split the world. Feel free to showcase that. You have a chance to win if you are a teen in the Delaware area. We will be back in March with our writer's block unboxing, and we will see you then.